Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Five people. Okay, let's wait for a couple of more minutes until we start. Perfect. Okay, at least at least you helped me to know that everything's working fine. Let's just see if someone else is gonna join. 1 or 2 minutes max, and then we can start. In any case, this is my first AMA, so take it easy on me. But yeah, we decided to surprise you. Many of you uh, might not know that I'm the second founder of Credefi. I'm more in charge of the technical aspects and platform development. So it's great to meet you or e-meet you guys actually, and definitely looking forward to giving you this platform overview. Okay, so I guess we can start. We already have a couple of other members joining, and yeah, I'll just proceed to sharing my screen. So as you've probably seen it already, this is our new platform. Of course, we're doing some final polishing touches and just to make it nicer, we're still working on the dashboard. So you can track your earnings, you can track your active investments, and generally have this quick links section so that you can go to the different products in an easy manner. I guess all of you are already familiar with connecting the wallet procedure. Just as a side note, this overview is only going to cover uh, the DeFi part of the platform, and we'll be doing more AMA sessions alongside some video guides on using the RWA platform of Credefi. Okay. Can you? Yeah, I think you can see my screen, right? Okay, let me try again. Can you see it now? Okay, working. Cool. So going back to the platform, as I said, we're next time we'll do overview of the RW side of the platform, but today we're gonna do a quick overview on the DeFi part. So it's important to mention that KYC is not needed for this platform, but we allow users to still um, earn and benefit from holding Credi and X-Credi without actually having to go through separate loans or separate lending products. So this is the dashboard, as already said. Here we'll be adding the graph for the earnings and how much money you've already made by lending on the platform. We'll be also adding some other fields and just make it a bit nicer. In the second section, we call it the staking section. Here we have the profit share module, the liquidity and the LP pools and the partner staking pools. I'm just gonna go into more detail on that in a bit. So essentially, the profit sharing section is actually our new module X. Before, when we had the module X and the utility stakes and the profit share, you had to basically choose which benefit you would want to achieve and to receive. So you either go for profit sharing, you either go for utilities, or you go for module X. We decided that this is not the best option for our users, so we decided to make some adjustments on the contracts and on the general user experience. So now we have everything in one. Basically, you can choose different types of staking, uh, but you will be still receiving the the profits, part of the profits, and the utilities according to your staking level. We'll start with the perpetual profit share. So here you can only stake our governance token and profit sharing token Xcredi. And it's important to mention that you can withdraw at any time. So it's just a simple stake as a whole. Then what's more interesting is, for example, if we go to the 180 day stake, this is here you have the opportunity to stake either credit, so participate in module X, and in the end of the stake you receive the X credit. And it's important to mention that when you stake the credit, it already counts in the contract. So as there is a bonding curve and difficulties with regards to module X conversion, you'll be still able to participate in the profit sharing and also receive the benefits that you'll be given by staking X credit. So this is something important that we did. Now you don't have to choose which benefit you want to take. You can take it all. So stake your credit directly for X credit, participate in the profit sharing, get the utilities, and you also have a higher profit share weight. So the longer the time, the bigger the weight on the profit sharing pool you have. Here you can choose which token you would like to stake. Let's say I want to stake 10,000 credit. You press stake now, and then you're pretty much done. Below, since this is a beta of the platform that we use for testing purposes, it takes like 1 or maybe 1 minute to show your active stake. But here you see what you've staked, when you have done it, when it's your unlock. You can also restake for longer period with higher amount, so you can benefit further. So this is the profit share, the profit sharing slash module X in short. We believe this is a major improvement for the users, so they don't have to choose what to do with their credit or X credit tokens. It's the most straightforward way to do it, and you'll be receiving all of the benefits we have to offer. The second type of staking we'll be offering is traditional LP pools. So here you can stake your LP tokens. For example, you provide liquidity on Uniswap. You get the LP tokens in your wallet. Then you can stake your LPs to receive additional rewards from the platform. Once again, okay, transaction has gone through. We have your active stakes again, full information. You know when it's unlocked. You know the locking period. You have the tokens and yeah, everything else. And now we go to the partner section. This is a completely new section of the platform. The idea here is that on the way, we'll be adding more and more tokens to serve as collateral for lending, for P2P lending activities. So we'll be requiring partnering projects to provide some reward pool for our credit community before we add them as tokens that could be used as collateral for the P2P lending. So here constantly you'll be receiving and you'll be seeing newer and newer pools of new projects, new tokens that we partner up with, and you'll be able to reap quite good rewards from those partnerships. And afterwards, their own community will be able to come on our platform and open lending requests and or borrowing requests as per their convenience. I'm just gonna stop here. Um, can you see now or is still the old? One sec. Yeah. Now, okay. I think now it works. Can you see now? Good. Okay. So I've gone through the staking. Sorry if that my screen was blocked. But essentially what I was saying is that the new module X slash profit share, everything in one. Profit sharing, utilities, and the module X credit to X credit conversion. You also have higher profit share weight if you stake for longer. Then we went through the liquidity provision, liquidity provision pools. 1 second, my screen is gone again. Is it working or not? Okay. So I was telling you about the partnering section. So here, newer projects will be able to provide us with rewards pool for our own community before we add their tokens as potential collateral for lending activities. Now, if we go to the next section, it's the P2P lending section. Here, basically, you are able to create either a lending offer or a request a loan. So if we go on request a loan, let me just double check if it's working now. Okay. You can, for example, select collateral type. Today it's the test credit, let's say. Input your collateral ratio, select the amount. We've done the amount in batches so that the smart contracts work properly. So let's say it's a 10 batches, 100 batches, $10 each. Annual interest rates, let's say 12%, and term days 90. So if you go, you can see your loan terms for the P2P, and you can create the loan, the borrowing offer. Now, as it's on the our test net, it's just gonna take a minute or two to show there. Then you can do a lending offer. So, for example, you are like, yeah, I want to lend money to someone with credit or Ethereum collateral or whatever, or any other ERC20 token that we have added to the platform. You can select the collateral ratio. It's pretty much the same structure. You create the offer and that's it. One second. Let me see. There is a question. If I stay credit for 6 months for profit sharing, aka Model X, then here my credit will be. Yeah, at the end of the period, you will be receiving back X credit instead of credit, but it will start counting of the day you stake the credit. So once you stake the credit, you automatically start to receive and accrue rewards in for profit share, utilities, and everything else. Yeah, thanks, blockchain battles. So here you can already see we can visualize the lending offers and the loan and the borrowing offers. Before the pool is filled in, you can also withdraw your collateral uh, and close the pool essentially. And here you can withdraw the funds if the funding is already filled in. Successfully that withdraw funds, so you can. Here you can track your lending activities and borrowing activities. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward process. We do want to have quite a bit of activity here as we go, because we will be adding quite some tokens to serve as collateral, and we believe other communities will be coming to participate into the P2P lending of the platform. Then you have the transactions section. Here on the testnet, it's not working, but it's fully functioning on the main platform. So this is pretty much it. ML Bahri. Okay, what is the max interest rate if I lend USDT in the platform? So it depends on the borrowing request or the lending offer. So anyone, for example, I can offer a borrow request and say I'm gonna be paying 30% per annum if you lend out USDT to me. But it's up to you to decide if you want to do it. So you can check the collateral ratio. So if, for example, if I've offered like 150% of collateral and you decide that the token is not volatile and you'll be willing to take the risk, you can lend out for 30% per annum. Is there an LTV for borrowing against your credit? So the loan to value ratio is set up by the borrower or the lending offer. Essentially, what this means is that we've put some lower boundary on most of the tokens we'll be offering, but it will be done on a case by case basis. So what we're working now on is to provide some kind of scoring. I mean, we still don't have a name for it, but basically we will be rating tokens with regards to their liquidity, their volatility ratios and risks, etc., so that we can say, hey, user, this token has a certain risk score, so we would suggest that the minimum collateral requirement should be this and that percentage. So we'll be allowing the users to make better informed decisions on which loan request they can fund, or yeah, at what rate they should borrow. I mean, this will definitely streamline the process. Blockchain, I can stake at the very same place my 180 for bigger. Yes, you can. So the longer you stake, the higher the weight. So I'm just gonna go again. So let's say you have a stake. Uh, you have a stake for 180 days, but you want to increase the amount so you have better share weight. You can do the longer period as well. Current rewards stake now. 1 second. It's something with the server. Anyway, this is it works on the mainnet now, so you shouldn't worry about it. It's just the beta that we've prepared for this video. So for the P2P pools, how it works is, for example, you lend out for 30 days. At the end of the period, the borrower has to repay the funds. If he doesn't, in 24 hours after the expiry date, the collateral is unlocked for you. Also, just to mention, we also try to mitigate volatility risk. So, for example, if you have lent out at 150% collateral value, for the borrower, and his collateral value starts decreasing, he'll be notified to add collateral. Otherwise, the collateral will be unlocked for you to claim, so you can liquidate your position. In this way, we try to protect our lenders, both from volatility risks and from defaults. Any other questions that you might have? So currently, we will start with, of course, Credi, X-Credi. We're also gonna be adding some of the tokens of our partners, Bricken, A-Bonds, and many others. We're also working on some new opportunities and collaborations with A-Bonds, but they'll be also making intros for us to their own projects. So Chain GPT is one of them that we are initiating talks. But in any case, we will be trying to add new collaterals and, of course, partners staking pools so that you can participate and earn rewards on a weekly basis. So starting next week, we should see the first pools being opened, both the LP pool and the some of the partner pools as well. Any other questions, guys? Thanks. Okay. So with regards to the next steps, we'll be also doing new deployments on a weekly basis. So one of the first things we'll fix for next week would be the fully functioning dashboard functionalities and just make it nicer. We will also be working on our backend deployment, so the platform will be much smoother and snappy, so you won't have to wait like 20-30 seconds to visualize your pool on the platform. Additionally, we are gonna implement browser notifications, so you'll be notified if your borrowing pool is filled in, if your collateral value is decreasing, if the borrower has repaid his loan, and everything else related to the platform. We can also add notification on module X expiry or staking expiry, so you don't have to constantly go on the platform, check how far you are and or how many days are left until the loan expires. You will be getting browser notifications for all those alerts in order to make your life easier. Going forward, of course, we'll be adding more and more products. I'm not sure, but maybe Ivo has spoken about them before. But in any case, we will be improving the platform immensely. If the collateral value drops, you answered, what is stopping you from just taking the collateral and not paying the loan back? If you can. I'm not sure if I get your question. So you are a borrower and you have, let's say, you are taking out a loan for $1,000, but you have provided $1,500. So you take 1,000 USDTs and you lock, let's say, 1,500 worth of credit. Uh, if the credit price falls, you are requested to add the collateral before reaching the collateral liquidation stage. It's important to mention that we don't operate with the pool funds. So it's a smart contract between the lender and the borrower. So actually, it's the lender who will be able to claim the collateral for himself and liquidate it by himself so that he doesn't face losses basically. Did I answer your question, Valin? Okay, so uh yeah, currently I believe the ratio is 1 to 11. We've set it up so when um, the more credit is take, uh, the harder it becomes to mint X credit. So it is set up on different floors, let's say, but the more platform usage we get and the more people start basically participating into the module X and profit sharing, it will become progressively harder to convert to X credit. Again, that's to be honest, that's one of the suggestions we received from the testing period. We will be adding Dune Analytics as well as platform stats on the platform itself. So all the contracts will be easily available, all the data will be easily available, and you will be able to track fully how much credit has been staked, what is the bonding curve, and what is the difficulty of minting X credit, how much funds are going into the profit sharing contract, amount of loans, and everything else. So this also will come in the coming up updates. Yeah, the bonding curve is not based on a timeline. It's actually based on token amount. So you stake 100,000 credit and it becomes more difficult. The next it 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 becomes increasingly more difficult for every user that comes. Any other questions? I mean, I'm happy to discuss if you guys want to see anything else on the platform. What would be your suggestions for improving it? And yeah, I wouldn't say it's linear, it's on basically on stages. So 1 million credit locked, it becomes more difficult. 1 more million, and yeah, it just 1 to 11, 1 to 12, and so on and so forth. Any other questions, guys? Uh, Currently, we haven't implemented the time requirement, but actually this is a good idea that we'll definitely consider text blockchain battles. Um, yeah, that's a great suggestion anyway. Any other questions? Okay, I guess if there aren't any other questions that you'd like to ask, you can always tag me, or yeah, it's better to tag me in the chat. Honestly, we are looking forward to your feedback. We do want to make the platform as smooth as possible. We do want to drive usage and user base growth. So any suggestions, just okay. Partners taking for credit. We are aiming to release the first partner pool next week. Um, from Wednesday onwards, probably. We are focusing now on getting as many partners as possible. We do want to add as many pools as possible, so you can decide which rewards you would like to participate for. And also, if you think about it, if you go into a certain partnering pool, basically you are um, validating the token of the partnering project. So it means that it would be a good choice for adding it as a collateral type for the P2P lending section. Any other questions? Happy to hear. So yeah, as I was saying, we are taking your to be honest, we are very grateful when you have some inputs and just share some ideas with us. Um, I will be following the chat closely for further suggestions, and yeah, please feel free to tag me if you have any ideas for the improvement of the platform. Next time, we will be presenting the RWA side of the platform. Of course, due to compliance requirements, it does require the user to go through a KYC procedure, and it's a bit more complicated than the DeFi side. Just to say it again, the special thing about the DeFi side is that participating into the module X slash profit sharing, you still get you still get the rewards from the business activities. So from the SME lending section, without having to go through KYC and select single exposures, let's say. Um, yeah, so we offer something for both worlds, hardcore DeFi fans, as well as the more, let's say, um, old-fashioned TradFi investors that want to go and select their exposures manually, let's say. So thank you guys. It was I really enjoyed the this AMA session and walkthrough. Um, it it's definitely my first one, but I guess we will be doing it again, at least for the platform activities and for the product offerings. Um, Eve will be, of course, doing most of the other ones with regards to our vision and future developments. But for the walkthroughs, you can expect me doing it in the future. So have a good I don't know, evening for you guys or wherever you are. But definitely, I really enjoyed this AMA. Have fun.